Morning gamblers, live bet tennis guy here once again. We've just finished Indian Wells Tuesday and what an absolute shocker of a day. No trading opportunities. The men's matches were all terrible except for Raonic Harrison. Straight sets wins for everybody. Gold was the most disappointing of the lot. The only good news we had was our two favourite players here at the live bet tennis guy, Shahar Peer and Elisa Klebanova, played great matches, and I hope for those handful of people that are listening that they got on them. My only bet of the day was on Cilic when he lost the first set, and he played an absolute shocker. So we've got no analysis to do today because there's nothing to analyse, guys. So let's get into tomorrow's matches. First match of the day is Querrey versus Robredo. Robredo won their only meeting at the Aussie Open 4 years ago, 3-1. Robredo's been okay this week. Querrey's been horrible all year, but he looked really good against Verdasco. In the second set, he looked really good. Looked like the player that was headed for the top 10 last year. Perfect surface for him. He's at home. It's always a risk to be on him at the moment, but I think he's available at 154. I'm going to try to sneak him at 175 maybe, and I think he should win. Coley versus Del Potro. Del Potro's going to win. We all know that. Coley's been average all year. Stodling had an injured foot, so don't read anything into that win. Del Potro is looking fantastic, which is really good to see. At the moment, he's on offer at $1.22, so I'm going to try to sneak him at about 135. And if he gets down a break or a set, I'm going to get back on again because he won't lose this match. And I watched Cilic lose to Wawrinka yesterday, and it just makes you appreciate how good Del Potro plays. Cilic is a real poor man's Del Potro. They hit those big flat ground strokes where it looks like they're hitting down on the ball, but Cilic is so loose by comparison and just has no control on the depth of the ball. So Del Potro to win, and he might go a long way in this tournament. Okay, match of the day. Berdych Wawrinka 4-all head-to-head. Wawrinka killed him in straight sets, 4-1 in Chennai at the start of the year. And he looked at the Australian Open as though he was the player who was going to take a big step up this year. He's got Peter Lundgren with him. Played great to beat Roddick in straight sets, and then played a poor match against Federer. Went to South America and wasn't good there at all. Lost to Cella straight sets. He lost to Dolgopolov when he had a million opportunities. And he was taking 3 sets to beat average players. Berdych has had an average year, but he's actually become a bit of a fighter in the last year. You'd never believe that of Thomas Berdych. So I think this match will probably go the distance. So I'm going to look to trade, look to get either of them at a good price at the start of the first set, or if one's down a break early in the first. Karlovic Montañez. Karlovic is a player who I've picked in the past to win one of these big events as a dark horse. The conditions, the courts and the weather suit him perfectly here. He's been horrible all year, but that's understandable after having a year off with an Achilles injury as a 30-year-old. He lost last week straight sets to Philip Petchner in the deciding rubber of the Davis Cup tie at home, which is a really bad result. But he's been fantastic here. I watched him beat Ferrer and he played great. He was lucky to beat a good player like Ferrer, but he played well, and he was fantastic against Simon. Barely lost a point on serve, and he matched Simon from the back of the court, which was really impressive. And he should account for Montañez pretty easily here. Montañez on these fast courts is really just an annoyance rather than anything else, and it's a blight on Almagro that he can lose a match like that, even though he's probably tired after all the matches he played in South America. Now, I watched the match. Almagro should have won. He was winning, and he was just body language and effort was pathetic. So Karlovic should win pretty comfortably. I think the 144 that you can back him at now on Betfair is a steal. I'll be taking maybe $1.50 if it stays like that. And, I don't think the price should get much over that. And I'd look out for him in the next round. He should do pretty well here. Gasquet-Roddick, interesting match. Gasquet's tempting as always, but Roddick's such a consistent player and Gasquet's not. So $1.38 at the moment to back Roddick's just way too short, but I just don't think that I'm willing to have money resting on Gasquet here, so I'll let the match develop. Maybe come in and look for a trading opportunity, but I think it should be on Roddick, especially at home on these kind of courts. It's very hard to go against him. Women's tennis tomorrow, Ivanovic Bartoli. Bartoli led 2-1 head-to-head last year with 2 easy straight sets wins. She's been playing great tennis. She had a bad loss to Safarova, but otherwise, last month she's been fantastic. Ivanovic has been horrible all year. Lost first round of the Australian Open, then she's lost to Schneider, Vinci, Makarova, almost lost to Jill Cravis. So I reckon $2.50 to back Bartoli is fantastic value. So I'm going to be entering the market on Bartoli for sure. Try to trade to a win-win situation. The other one is our old favourite here at the live bet tennis guys, Shahar Pierre, against Janina Wickmayer. And unfortunately, guys, I think I'm going to be on Wickmayer. Pierre, I think, will be buggered after 3 long three-setters. And winning 7-6 in the third against Schiavone yesterday would have been a real war. So I think she'll be wrecked. Alright, guys, that's all. May all your bets be matched. Good luck tipping. And don't forget, subscribe, join me on Twitter, join me on Facebook. And for you guys who are following, not many of you yet, there's going to be hundreds soon. Say hi, ask me a question, let me know who you are. Good luck, see you soon, bye.